Anyway, that's an exclusive.
Oh, behind the scenes.
I don't know for what. But it's an exclusive.
It's quality content right there.
And we are still at Origins Game Fair.
Not over yet.
With maybe my last game interview of the show. I might still get Scott Morris.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Because I've seen him once at the show, and he's like,
here.
yes, we need to talk. And I'm like, every time I go over there, he is not there. He is a ghost. So, Scott, if you see this, I looked.
He is pretty much an urban legend, so yeah.
Yeah, he is. And what? Oh, this is Justin Dewit.
Hi,
For those
everybody.
of you that don't know, he's a game designer
It's true.
and an owner, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Fireside
And
Games, that's
probably
us.
a few other things.
We won't speak of those here, though, no.
I plead the 5th. And he pleads the 13th.
Yep, easy enough.
Everybody's going to laugh at you now.
It's true.
Bring the suffrage.
I'll take it. Does it get me out of not having to explain my horrible things I've done? Good.
Maybe. All right. Anyway, we're going to talk about Hot Shots.
Ta-da!
Bears. We might even play Bears.
It's quick.
And the expansion for Castle Panic.
Engines of War,
Engines of War.
as they say. Yep.
And, well, this is probably what he's most known for.
Yes.
Maybe not this part, but the creation of the concept.
Castle Panic is definitely our best-selling game. So yes, most people know me as the guy who made Castle Panic. We have done other things. And that one started out being our big co-op hit, and this is our big co-op, I wouldn't say follow-up, but probably our next big one, because it's another cooperative game.
Maybe I don't know as much about Panic as I thought I did, because that does not look like it's possibly a Panic.
It's not a Panic game, but it's
Okay.
a co-op game. That's what I mean by
okay.
follow-up
That's
and
what you mean by-
mechanical.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. No, they're not related at all in any way.
I was just like, that doesn't look anywhere near.
So in medieval times, firefighters looked really different. Yeah, no, not compatible. Totally different. Yeah.
Yeah, they used magic wands.
Yes.
That don't look like buckets.
No, they didn't have hoses or axes. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they had axes.
True, they didn't look like that, but yeah, they had axes. Medieval firefighting. Never seen a game on that. I might have to work
I think
on that.
we both need food or beer.
Yes, sleep would be good. It is day 3 of Origins, and you never go to bed as early as you think you're gonna, unless you count early as the next day. Then you do. Yeah.
That's right. That's actually accurate. That is accurate.
Accurate description.
It used to be worse. So, all right. So, the Castle Panic sequel.
Yep. Third
let's see,
expansion. Actually.
Expansion. Sequel.
Sequel.
Close enough.
Castle Panic, Episode 3.
It's got some stuff.
It does. It has many things. This one introduces a very
Can I open
simple. Let's not actually. That's a sellable copy. So.
That doesn't look very.
Yeah,
it's taped.
It's got the little seal.
It's
yep.
taped shut. I didn't see that in the light.
Yeah. I need to turn that into money. Let's not open that right now. That's gonna probably pay for like dinner or something. But anyway, yeah. So Engines of War is the third expansion to Castle Panic. The first one was Wizard's Tower. Then we did the Dark Titan, and now we have Engines of War. And this one changes the game up because it adds a really clean economic system to the game. If you've ever played Castle Panic, the way you rebuild walls in the game is by getting a brick card and a mortar card together at the same time and playing them. The trick is they're built into the castle deck, and sometimes you're looking for an archer or a knight or a card you can do combat with, and you get a brick and mortar, and yeah, they're good, but they may not be what you want. This game addresses that and changes it all around. So you take out the brick and mortar from the regular deck, you replace it with new cards, brick, mortar, rope, and wood, and you build a second deck off to the side that's just those resources. So now you know when you go to the castle deck, you're just going to get your knights and your swordsmen, your archers and your barbarian, things like that. But you're going to get only your bricks, mortars, ropes, and woods in the new deck, and now you build new stuff. There's an engineer in this game. It's a rectangular tile with a little notch cut out, and there's a task tile that fits that notch perfectly, and it's how you tell the engineer what you want to build. And the cool thing is, it's still a co-op game, even with co-op building. So say we were trying to build, a wall. It's still a brick and a mortar, but I play the brick on my turn. On your turn, you could play the mortar. Normally in the old game, I would have had to have brick and mortar at the same time, which is really tricky. We have to trade cards. I have to basically waste 3 cards or 2 cards out of my hand to do that. Now we can all build things cooperatively, and that's just the brick and mortar for the wall, like the normal game. We can build traps. We got barricades, pits, and these are tokens that'll stay on the board. So when the monsters hit them, they're like landmines. And then there's really fun things you can build, like the catapult and siege engine. There's a new token that's the keep, sits in the middle of the board, and now you build catapults and ballistas, and they will shoot at monsters for you when you pay cards, doing extra damage from far away. So you get all these new awesome power-ups that you can build, and you can rebuild them too. As long as you have the resource cards, you can build multiples of most of these things. Catapult and siege engine are one at a time. Or I'm sorry, catapult and ballista. Of course, like all Castle Panic expansions, it's not just good. I have to give you more monsters. So you get the Breathtaker, who when that monster's in play, you can't trade cards anymore. You get the Shaman. When she's in play, all monsters in her space heal after she moves, so it's like a group heal. And then the monsters come with siege engines. There's a battering ram, siege tower, and I forget the other one. Sorry, I need to have lunch. But there's 3 siege engines. Trust me.
It's 3 o'clock.
It's lunch, whatever. But the fun part of the siege engines is fun is relative. You put 2 orcs underneath, so it's a stack of monsters coming at you. You have to kill the siege engine first to get to the orcs underneath. And meanwhile, they're coming at your castle, breaking down your walls and all that. And they all have special powers, movement abilities, things like that. So it's a good time, and it really does change the game up. It brings a whole new level of thinking of what are we building, what are we defending against, what are we attacking. I would say Wizard's Tower changes the game the most. This changes it the second most. And then the Dark Titan is kind of more of everything, bigger monsters, more bad guys to deal with. And there's more expansions coming. We will have a 4th Castle Panic expansion. I'm hoping next year, but it is in the works. So if you're a fan and you want more of these bits and pieces.
It's flying machines.
It could be. We've already done a dirigible game, but no. It's probably going to be the Royal Family is what I'm thinking, actually. So we'll see. It needs a lot of testing still, so they all do. All these games do.
Royal Family. That sounds fun.
See?
Hot Shots.
Boom. So this is our big new one. Hot Shots is another cooperative game. It's a press your luck wildfire firefighting game. And the idea is you're a team of Hot Shots. That's
very fitting, actually.
I see, exactly. Hot Shots is the name given to the groups of guys that go out and fight fires in the really bad wildfires. And that's what you are. You're 4 players trying to put out the forest fire. And the deal is you have to get rid of all the flame minis that are on the board, and they're awesome flame minis. You got to get rid of all those. And that's the only way to win. You lose if 8 tiles become scorched, or if the home base tile for you called the fire camp ever gets scorched. There's 2 ways to lose like that. You're going to put out the fires by moving your character to one of the tiles, and then you roll dice, and you're trying to match a recipe that's printed on the tile. So everywhere you go, there you go, see? Look at that. You're going to try and, every tile's different. Yeah, there's no glare at all. Every tile's different, and you're trying to match that by rolling 6 dice, and every symbol you match, the more you match, I should say, is going to get you better firefighting abilities. You'll take more fire down, you'll get more reward tokens, things like that. But if you ever roll and you can't match another dice to that recipe, you bust. And some of these have like 4 of the same symbol, so you start limiting and they get harder and harder to roll for. You have some special abilities as the characters that'll let you change that up, but the game's going to try really hard to kill you. And at the end of your turn, you're going to draw a fire card, which is going to cause the fire to either get bigger on spots that are already burning, or the wind, which is huge in this game. There's a little wind direction marker that will tell you which way it's going to blow, and if it blows all burning tiles, try to light other tiles on fire. So this fire can get out of control really fast, just like a real one. You cut fire breaks to slow the spread of the fire. You can drop air tanker runs that'll put out the fire in like a row with a big airdropper. There's a helicopter you can use to put out more fire. You work together as a team, and you get a bonus. We call it support. It means you can fail one roll without taking any consequences. So teamwork's huge in this game, and it's got a lot of real fire stuff going on in it. I'm very proud of some of the thematic things we put in here. 1 to 4 players, so it's solitaire all the way up to 4, co-op, very co-op. If you don't work together, you're not gonna survive. So that's Hot Shots, coming out September 20th, $35 MSRP, and we will have copies at Gen Con, but like I'm telling everyone, I'm not bringing that many over, so if you want to get in line early, or have your friend run to our booth, because it's probably going to be gone very fast. So, Hot Shots.
Excitement's always good. Why is my camera beeping at me?
Uh-oh. Gremlins?
Maybe it's not my camera. Maybe it's something else.
Oh, my phone's turned off.
Maybe it's my phone. I thought I heard a beep. Bears. Origins Award nominee.
Yes.
Which I can't ask you yet because they're today.
No, this is from 2011. We didn't win. It's been a while. Bears has been out, and it's one of those games that every time we show it at a convention, people go, "This is great," and then it like kind of has its day out of the sun, and then we show it on the convention, and it flies off the shelves. So I'm happy to talk about Bears. It's awesome.
I do hear it. See, it's the table.
Oh, it's the squeaky table.
And here I thought it was my squeaky camera.
This room is haunted, in case anybody's wondering. It's terrifying to be in here.
We did just play Ghost Candy.
See, there you go.
I guess Thunder didn't take them all with him.
He left too much candy. So Bears has a rich, complicated backstory to it. It's that we all went camping and bears attacked our campsite. So
that's rich.
It is. It's very deep. I can feel the emotion right here for how that works. Now, this is a real-time dice pairing game is the idea we're going for here. So one of the fun things is setup is super easy. Everybody playing gets 5 black dice And for every person playing, you put 5 white dice into the middle. So if it's just a 2-player game, we'd ignore those, take 10 of these out. And this would be a 2-player game. The way it works is this is the campsite. It's the white dice only show tents or bears. That's all they have. So this is what's going on in our campsite. And this is what we do about it. So when these dice hit the table, everybody's going to roll at the same time. And then what you're going to want to do is make pairs. 1 black die with 1 white die. And the pairs you can make illegally are you can shoot a bear to keep yourself safe. You can run away from the campsite because sometimes fleeing is good. Or you can take a chance and pair a sleeper in a tent because you are napping through the whole thing and hoping everyone else does all the work. Those are your 3 options. Any other pair is invalid. So that's what you're going for. The trick is you'll get 1 point for every bear you shoot. That's always happens. You get 2 points for running away. Sleepers are variable. The round is going to end when either somebody takes the very last tent, leaving only bears, or somebody takes the last bear, leaving only tents. So the point is when there's only 1 face showing in the middle, we yell bears!
So it's not a big hand shuffle to try and be the first one done.
It's about the strategy of what you get to be. First done is good unless you get hosed, because here's the deal. If there's only bears left, the bears eat all the sleepers, and all your sleepers are now -2 points.
Oh, but everybody's trying to do this at the same time.
Yes, exactly.
That is crazy.
It is crazy. Think spoons with more strategy and more consequences. So, if there's only tents left, though, you pulled it off, and sleeping totally works. Slacking pays off, kids. Here's proof. You get 5 points for every sleeper that survives. But like I said, if a bear eats them, it's
they're worth
-2.
that much. They get eaten a lot.
Yes, -2 if they get devoured. So basically, tasty human burritos are not the thing. Now, you don't want to pair the other combinations. For example, don't shoot a tent. That's manslaughter. Don't run into a bear. That's wrong. And you definitely don't want to sleep with a bear. That's probably illegal and a very bad idea. You're just a human burrito at that point. So you only ever want to grab a bear if you're going to shoot it. There we go. Shoot. Otherwise, you are running away or sleeping in a tent. So now that you completely understand the game, there's a cheat sheet on the back of the rules. I'm going to give this to you. So now you can see. Gun and bear, good. Running from tent, always good. Tent and sleeper, depends on how it ends. And we're going to do a live playthrough right here. So ready? Here we go. And remember, the round is going to end once there's only bears or only tents. Doesn't matter if you've paired all your dice or not. All right, here we go. I'll take that one, and I'm gonna. You can re-roll your black dice as many times as you want, but bears! That's the end of the round. There's nothing left but tents.
Nothing bears.
Boom,
Okay.
So that's it. That's how it is. And the best part I like is yelling bears. That's just awesome. So there are no bears left. That means your sleepers are safe. So it's 5 for each. You're right the way. You got 5 right there. You shot 2 bears, so 1 point, 1 point, so 5, 6, 7. I slept and ran, so 5, 6, 7.
So at this point, we're tied.
We're tied and perfectly even. Very, very sneaky. Now let's put it in again. I'll show you how it works if it goes different. If it goes different, I don't know if I can manipulate the die that quickly. All right, let's see. Oh, probably not. But I'm going for. I won't tell you what I'm going for. And remember, if you need to re-roll, you can just to get more points. And bears.
Oh, that was
a runner? Okay, I'll believe you on that one. All right, so you beat me to it on that one, but we both went serious sleeping because there's only 1 bear showing. So there it was easy. Go for the green. Now, if I was really smart, I would have shot that bear like on turn 1 and just stopped that round before he got more points than me.
Yeah, because I would have lost points.
Yeah, well, no, I couldn't have taken out all the tents.
I had already grabbed a sleeper.
But there's only 1 bear though. So when you shoot the bear, you're safe. So and that ended the round with only 1
that's
bear.
right, yeah.
We were gonna make points no matter what, but you made more than me. That's what I'm upset about. I made
a lot more.
I made 15.
It's always good to beat the designer.
See, well, this is Emery's game actually, but I'm getting pretty decent at it after all these years.
I mean, it says 2 to 4, but you can easily scale this.
Add another box. When we launched the game, we did it at a place that had these huge tables. We did a 16-player game. The only rule is, can the people actually physically reach the dice? That's your limit on a big table. It makes a great tournament game, and adult beverages could be involved, should you be inclined and of legal drinking age. So you got 15, 16, 17, 18. I got 15. You're a horrible person and a horrible cheat. But anyway, so that's how it goes when it works right. But if I'd been able to shoot more bears, and let's say I was really smart and I paired them like right, which really the strategy is essentially taking tents, leaving bears. Now you would have been hosed. It would have been -2, -2, -2, +3. So that would have been a lot better for me. I'd have knocked you down a lot if I could have done that. The hard part being it all depends on what the white dice roll and can I get the results I need, which is why re-rolling is huge in this game.
Oh yeah, I didn't have to do that. That probably helped me a lot.
I know you did. You pretty much nailed it right away. Yeah, I didn't have what I wanted. So, and I was trying to decide if it was worth shooting that bear or not. So there actually is a little bit of strategy here because when you take a tent, you're leaving a bear. For good or bad,
good.
you can manipulate some stuff. And the normal game goes to 100 points. I haven't done the math, but we're already over 20 probably or close. Yeah, we're over 20. We both had 15. So.
We both had 7, and I got 18, so I'm at 25.
Yeah, exactly.
We're a quarter away there.
Yeah, exactly. You're correct. It's a super fast game. Very, very nice filler game. Takes almost no table space. Just throw this down, play some stuff while you're waiting for somebody to show up. And you really do get to yell bears in a crowded room, which is great. Take it camping. It's hilarious.
I bet yelling bears in a bar is fun.
Hey, it is Pride Week here in Orange. It's going to be awesome. Take it camping. Your neighbors, trust me, they love it. At late at night when you yell bears over and over again, they think it's hilarious. Totally a good time. Don't do that.
I'm going to camp out in my hallway tonight.
Yes, that would be a good thing.
Nobody's going to be there. Yeah, sorry. But yeah. So what else? What else do you want to talk about?
Well, the next game we've got coming out is called Kaiju Crush. It's a game where you're a giant monster smashing a city for fun and profit, as giant monsters are wont to do. That is not going to be out till November. We have a demo of it here at Origins. I'll have copies in advance for sale at Gen Con, but the real game doesn't come out till November 1st. 2 to 4 players, and you move around with there's a cool movement mechanic where you have movement cards that tell you what your monster can do on this grid, and it's like move 1 space up, down, left, right, move 1 space diagonal, move like a knight in chess, things like that. But the trick is there's always your card in front of you and then one that's called the community card, and everybody can use the community card on their turn, no problem. But if you use your card, you swap it with the community card and it becomes the new community card. So when you use it, you lose it. And now that one card you really wanted to hold on to, everybody has access to. And the other thing is, when you move to a city tile, you pick it up, it's worth a point value at the end of the game. You put your marker down, and your marker looks like a crater with your footprint and your color on it. The trick is, you can never go back to a space that's been cratered. Even if you put it down, they're out of touch. So all of a sudden, this board that was a nice big grid becomes potholed with all these craters, and it's a lot harder to make your moves. You got to get around somehow. If you get next to another monster or on the same space with a monster, you're going to fight. We have a real simple card combat that's on the back of your territory markers. You're going to compare battle icons, and you get points for beating other monsters. You get points for smashing city tiles, and you get points if you match like certain bonus objectives that are in the game. Like, did you make your territory markers in like a line or a square? You get bonus points for that. Are all your territory markers in one big group, or are they spread out all over the board? You can get points for that depending on which objective's in play. Lots of fun things like that. And that's a short one too. That's like a 45-minute game. That's going to be $30 MSRP. And yeah, out later this year. We're pretty excited for that because growing up I wanted to be Godzilla. It turns out that's not a valid career path though. But you know.
Sadly.
Yeah, game designer instead.
But voice of Godzilla. That's doable.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, could be good.
That could be good.
I like it. I just want to wear the suit and smash buildings, but I got to do other things. So life is full of hard choices.
Oh, you can go to, what is it, Godzilla Fest?
There's actually a Godzilla Fest.
There's lots of them.
Really?
Call over I think they're called Godzilla Fest. Somebody tell me so I can tell. Comment below.
Is it a bunch of people in rubber suits smashing buildings?
Well, there's probably some cosplayers there, but there's all kinds of things there. There's like memorabilia.
Oh.
They've got an exhibitors hall. There's they watch the movies all weekend
I would imagine
long.
some of those old posters are brilliant. I would love to grab a couple of those real full-size movie posters.
Well, then they've got games. There's all kinds of games.
There are kaiju games. It's true.
Oh, there's all kinds of games around Godzilla too.
That's true. That is true.
Anyway,
King of Monsters.
We have rambled long enough, and this man needs some Greek fries.
I do. I need food. We all need food.
Greek fries. Anyway, guys, later. So long, Internet. Go to my Kickstarter. It's through Gen Con. Just go search Gen Con or Matt Lemke, and you'll find me. $1 from, let's see, roughly 300 more people will get me to Gen Con to do your videos. So you get to go with me.
Virtual Gen Con.
Well, I'm not quite that good.
2D virtual Gen Con-ish. Nice.
Well, okay, when I was thinking virtual, I was thinking like they were looking through goggles, through gamer goggles.
Right.
And
see what he did there.
Seeing what I was filming.
Wow, that'd be good.
Like live. And I'm sorry, but I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody give $20 each, and then he'll bring this thing. Yeah, it's probably going to take more than that, sadly. VR filming gear has to be interesting.
Probably.
I wonder how that works. I've never even gone near any of that. But
me neither. But that would be pretty cool. Anyway, bye guys.
So long, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Oh, there it is.